What's going on, guys? It's Anthony, Wrenched Out Garage. I got the garage cleaned up just enough to get this guy put in. I'm going to talk about this in a minute. We've got projects finally moving. I think I figured out what the problem was and is with the D21. I did get it started. It died, started again, it died, started again, and I think I figured it out. It is, my guess is, the rear fuel lines, once they're pressured up, you can hear slight hissing as the truck sits. Obviously, the pressure is pretty much released, and then what's happening is I'm trying to build the pressure up with hoses that are pretty much dead. So I'm gonna have to replace the hoses from the fuel tank over to the fuel line. It's already been replaced, it looks like, so that's a part of it, and then we'll get the D21 going. This guy right here, pulled it down, pulled the wheels off. I've got to flip the axle, started screwing around here. I'm gonna do this as easy as possible. I just rattle can those black. I degreased them, hit them with my Scotch-Brite pad. I think I just threw it away. Hit them with that, cleaned it all the way up, hit it with a filler primer. Let's see if I still, I don't know where I put it. Oh, there it is. So hit it with this. I'm gonna try it this way. Cool stuff. The cool thing about this is, like, on those wheels, I don't care if they're perfect. I just didn't want white. So I hit it with a primer, let it dry, and then I just hit it with the rust barrier. I'm gonna see how this does. Obviously it's kind of like a flexible rubber finish, but I am gonna, once it's ready to go, I think I will hit it maybe with a coat of the wheel paint, maybe not, but I definitely will hit it with a coat of this. It's pretty much all I have left in there, so hopefully that will do the primers, the base layer. The middle layer is going to be that the rust barrier, just because it looks fine, and then I'm going to finish it with the high temp wheel paint by VHT. So that's coming. I do got to get some parts for the trailer because I want to get that up and going pretty quick. And then I got to figure out what I want to do with this. The fuel lines that I'm talking about. Once the truck's running, they're right here. I can't isolate which one it is, but it sounds like my tire's going flat. Obviously when it's depressurized, the vehicle's not running, nothing. But as soon as I fire it up and it gets going, you'll hear it hissing, which I'm assuming is that, or maybe the gasket. I'm not sure. If I do have to drop the tank, I will be replacing the fuel pump because I'm all the way in there. I might as well. So we'll see what happens. That'll come in a different video. Just wanted to catch you guys up. I still do have some house projects that I'll be working on, but super stoked that this ran today. In fact, let's see if I can get it to start now. I don't know if it will because it's been sitting for a couple hours now. But let's try it out. So one of the things, even beyond the fuel lines, is I think part of the issue was I let it sit for, and I have no real reason why. Spring, I let it sit for like almost 2 months and didn't start it, and then all of a sudden I started having these issues. And of course I got it going, I tried to keep it going, and then it just wasn't working. But I also didn't do it daily. That's where today comes in a little different for it. Is got it going, let it sit, got it going, let it sit, got it going, let it sit all day long, I'll probably start it again a little bit later, monitor those lines, figure out what I'm going to do with that. And it's got to be just a hairpin. I reached up to try to feel the pressure. There wasn't any. So obviously it may be at a low temp or a low pressure. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see soon. So that's pretty much it. I did try to do what Tire Rack said. I deflated the tires on the Silverado down to 15, or actually inflated them to 80 maximum tire pressure of the general grabbers, dropped it down to 15, and then raised it right back up to vehicle recommendation is 35 pounds. I brought it up to 40 pounds. This sensor on the driver's side went off, passenger side never did, and then obviously I couldn't make it to the rear. So I got to try to mess with that again, and hopefully we'll get the TPMS sensor off the dash in the Silverado. Get this trailer at least moving around. That's really the plan at the moment. I've got the brand new tires I've showed you guys several times. I'm gonna grab those tomorrow morning, take them to the tire shop, get them to swap the tires, hopefully flip the axle back over, and from there I'll be able to really start working on a handful of things. But tonight I got to do some research and look for a couple of things for it and figure out what I'm going to do with this so I can do some stuff tomorrow. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot of stuff's going on. I'm glad it's kind of back automotive related for the moment, but I still again have house stuff to do. Thank you for tuning in. Stoked to finally get this guy semi figured out. We'll see. I've got a bunch of parts for it. If you don't remember, I'm going to start working on the front end suspension, got some rear end suspension stuff to do, and a lot more. So you're going to want to stay tuned, and I'm going to be making it out on the Razor hopefully this weekend. So we'll get some shots and all of that as well. So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next video.